Alright guys, we are back with our Dallas Stars GM mode. So in the last video, we made a very interesting trade with the St. Louis Blues. So we traded away our first round pick and the first round pick from Chicago that we got in the Jamie Benn deal to get David Backes on our team, who now takes over the second line center position to work with Carl Hagelin and Vladimir Tarasenko. And I actually thought it was a pretty good trade. St. Louis was compliant on taking on Backus's salary, taking on half of his salary. So I was more than happy to do that. And David Backes does need to be re-signed this year, so I think we will have enough money as well to re-sign him. So I will have no problem with that. But as we move along here, we are on an 8-game winning streak, riding on the back of Kari Lehtinen, doing everything fine. Everything is actually clicking pretty well for us right now. So yeah, I think we should just continue it. I don't think we don't need to make any trades at the trade deadline right now. We're doing fine as it is. So we just need to just keep winning games and hopefully win our division. So let's continue. Let's go right into the trade deadline. One more game here against the New York Islanders, and we get a 5-4 win, so we're on a 9-game winning streak. So we'll do trade negotiations. We'll just look into other teams in case any teams are coming at us. Now we'll just look at the other trades that are being made as well. Waiver pickups. Oh my goodness, is that a lot of? Oh my God, look at all these trades. Look at all these trades. So Washington sent down. Oh my God, like that's crazy. Players and pick tradings of free agents acquirings. Oh my God, we're gonna have to read through all these. So Washington claimed Desharnais. I saw Cam Ward. What the fuck? Okay, where's okay? Okay. Carolina called up Okay, they called up a goalie. Carolina acquired Dustin Byfuglien in a third-round pick. Winnipeg got Cam Ward. What? Oh my God! The Hurricanes freaking traded Cam Ward for Byfuglien in a third for. Oh my God! Carolina's just dishing out goalies. They gave away an 88 overall goalie. They gave away Cam Ward, a second-round pick, and another, I think, goalie. I think that Jeremy Smith guy, who actually turns out to be pretty good in this game. Oh my God! What a blockbuster trade. They claimed him off waivers. Wow, Cam Ward. Now Florida got him off waivers. Oh my God! So Cam Ward is now a member of the Florida Panthers. Holy shit! Oh my God, that is chili con carne. See, guys, that's why I like to put waivers on, because it's funny to watch crazy shit like that. That's the reason I put it on. McClement. Montreal got P.A. Parento, Patrick Bordelot, yeah. Colorado got Paul Bittner. Oh, he was one of the top draft picks. Bordelot on waivers. David Desharnais off waivers. Washington got him on waivers. Jesus, waiver pickups everywhere. Thank God we're not making trades. These are crazy. I think they're all done now. Jesus, I would be too. My goodness, crazy. Cam Ward now a member of the Florida Panthers. That's crazy. For Dustin Byfuglien. Byfuglien for Ward? I don't even know if that's a really fair trade if you think about it. So any waiver pickups? McClements? Maybe. I wouldn't mind picking him up. 2 years left on his deal though at 1.8. It's not really that worth it. Now I'm not gonna pick him up. And then this the Bordelot guy. 1 mil left, fourth liner. No, zero discipline on you, so I'm not taking you on. So now we got to go up against Cam Ward. So once again, 3 more games for Kari Lehtinen because we're still looking on to this, but we are on a 9-game winning streak right now. We are definitely putting up the points. So Cam Ward is in the net for the Florida Panthers. Let's just see if it is. He is in there. Clemenson, yeah, I don't think Cam Ward was doing that well this year, so maybe that's why. And we get a 2-1 loss. Maybe Cam Ward did start that game, probably. Okay, so yeah, there's 1 loss. There's 2 losses, 2 regulation losses. Our offense kind of froze up here, guys. Come on now, get back on the scoring side here. Okay, there you go, 6-4 win. All right, 1 more game for Kari Lehtinen. 1 more loss, I'm going to take him out, throw Eddie Lack in there for a game. All right, the Montreal Canadiens. 2-1 loss. Oh, my God. What's all these 2-1 losses? Jeez, man. Wasted up all our goal scoring now, and they're all regulation losses, too, so it's not like we're getting points for any of these wins. Not looking good. Not looking good. All right, we need to start scoring some goals here, boys. Let's go. Come on, the Capitals. 5-2 win. Good win for Eddie Lack. Start him again. 6-3 loss. Okay, let's put him back in. I should have went back to Kari for that game, considering it was Chicago and we kind of needed to. Well, that's an easy way to do it. That's an easy way to do it as well. All right, 3 more games. 34, 25, and 10. 9 games above 500 in the win-loss column. Come on, guys. We need to start picking up here. Got to get some wins together. There you go. Good win against the Devils. Winnipeg, this is a game we should win. Come on. Come on, Dallas. 4-3. Regulation loss again. No, that was overtime. I'm sorry. That one was an overtime loss, so we got a point out of that. The Predators, another one, another overtime loss. Okay, so at least we're getting some points for losses. All right. Garletton not doing so hot right now. I think he's kind of starting to get a little bit rusty again. Detroit. Jesus, guys. We're not getting... Don't flop here at the end of the season, man. Cannot be flopping right now. All right. Got to put Eddie Lack in for a bad game here against the Maple Leafs. I think it's a shutout, so I might as well start him again. Gets us a shutout, so as long as he can go like 1-1, I'm fine with that, but I need to start Kari Lehtinen. 4-2 win. All right, he's got 2 wins in a row. Keep him going. Give Kari Lehtinen a much-needed break. Let Eddie Lack take on some of the weight here. Get him some wins. All right, I think I'll check the standings after this. All right, Eddie Lack starting to win some games now, 2-1. The Islanders are a good team as well. And 3-1 win. All right, Eddie Lack's shutting the door on some teams now with not laying up that many goals either. Man, shutout, 2 goals against, 1 goal against, 1 goal against. So there we go, starting to win some games again. Okay, so the Chicago game might be a big game here coming up. So let's check out the. This kind of was the end of the month again. So we're at 90 points. Yeah, this Chicago game is going to be a big game. How many games do we have left? 5. Yeah, 5 more games left. 2 against the Blue Jackets. 1 against Tampa Bay, 1 against Winnipeg, and 1 against Chicago. So the Chicago game actually could be a pretty big game if we look at it. So I'm going to put Kari Lehtinen in the net, and I think we're going to do a simulation for this game. Why not? It's a pretty big game. I think this is actually for first place in the Central Division. Yes, it is. So this game right here, unless Chicago is a game beforehand. Let's take a look. Come on, simulation. Yeah, okay, you're done that scouting trip. There's a goalie there. We don't need goalies. We're fine for goaltenders right now. There's a European guy, top 10, Salic or Slalic. Swiss top 10. Looks like there's like a top 10 guy in every single league. Gustafsson forward. The Russian forwards are looking good. WHL's just full of first liners. There's that Pakulik guy. I don't even know. Yeah, there's those U.S. forwards look pretty good. Let's keep just looking at those top 10 guys. So we'll look at, let's see, do we want to take the French guy or the Russian? That's not Russian. That's, oh God, what flag is that? Is that Ukraine? No. Oh my God. What flag is that, guys? I completely forgot, but I'm going to scout this guy anyway. I know the flag. If I don't even know. All right, so let's see. Yeah, okay. So Chicago did have a game in hand. So this game right here is for the lead in the Central Division. So we're gonna do a sim game. Ben's in the house. Kane versus his old team. So this game actually will be a pretty good game to watch. And we are on the. Oh, we're at home. Okay, so here we go, guys. Chicago versus Dallas for first place in the Central. Here we go. First period. 2-1. All right, we got off to a good start. Chicago Sharp started out the game on a power play, but Alex Chasen and Carl Hagelin get a goal. They started Thomas Greiss in the net, so I don't know if that was a good decision on Chicago's part. But we got 2-1 lead after the first. They're out shooting us. So second period, 2-2. They tied it. Taser with a laser. Pass Lehtinen. All right, so it's a tie game going into the third here. Come on. Oh my God, Rosafall. Come on, guys. Tie it back up here. Ah, there we go. Jonathan Huberdeau, baby. At least get it to overtime to get a point out of it for each team. Oh, my God. Who cares winning in regulation? David Backus, baby. Come on. Hold it out, boys. Hold it out for 5 more minutes. There we go. 4-3 win in regulation. So we do not give the Chicago Blackhawks any points whatsoever in a 2-goal third period from Jonathan Huberdeau and David Backus, the wild card guy, the pickup before the trade deadline, and he comes out clutch. And we get a 4-3 win over Chicago. They outshot us, but that was a pretty good game. Did Ben have any points in any of those goals? No, he did not. He was held pointless. Sagan, Ferguson. All right, there you go. Ferguson got a goal, an assist. Hagelin from Backus and Tarasenko. Huberdeau from Sagan. Backus from Goligoski and Hagelin. So Hagelin had a good night with 2 points. Backus and Sagan all had 2-point nights, so that's good for them. So there we go. Kari Lehtinen. Yeah, I wanted to switch him back anyway. Even though Alek was playing well, still, I wanted to put Kari Lehtinen in for that game. Yeah, I think we're playing all pretty good teams. I can maybe throw him in for maybe for the last 3 games to give Kari Lehtinen a rest. But we'll have to see. So we're going to take this one game at a time here. One game at a time. So I want to keep him in for the Lightning game because the Tampa Bay is actually doing pretty good. All right, so here we go. It's a big game here against Tampa Bay. 7-4 win. Very nicely done, guys. Very nicely done. Good offensive night. Just keep running with it. Back-to-back game. I think I'll start him for... I think I'll put Kari Lehtinen in for this game. Start Eddie Lack against the Jets. Okay, so Columbus... 2-0 loss. Yeah, I'm going to take him out. Not your fault. Not your fault, Lehtinen, but I'll just want to take you out. Swap it up a little bit. Unless we need to win games. That's the thing, though. Do we need to win games? There's 2 games left. And we're at 94 points, still tied with Chicago. If we could easily lose the division. And, well, you know what? If you look at it, we're kind of guaranteed a playoff spot regardless because, well, maybe. I don't know. The way I'm seeing it right now, I don't know how many games Phoenix still has left in hand, but I think if we just get at least a point or at least a regulation win against the Jets or the Blue Jackets, I think we should guarantee ourselves a playoff spot. But these are actually 2 big games coming up right here, so I think we were going to do some regular simulations for these 2 games. So, yeah, I got to keep Kari Lehtinen in there. The Jets are not a good team, so I think we should beat them, but we're going to do some regular simulations of these games because they're 2 pretty big games important. We could win the division if we probably win both of them, and Chicago doesn't get any points whatsoever. So we'll have to see. All right, so yeah, let's sim these 2 games. So here we go. At home again. Actually, no, we're on the road in Winnipeg. So here we go, guys. Come on. Big game here. First period, 1-1. Okay, Huberdeau starts off on a power play, but then Mark Scheifele ties it up. All right, so 1-1 after 1. Shots are pretty much even. Second period, and they got this Peterson-Wentzel guy. They don't even have Pavlik in the net. Come on, guys. We could definitely beat these guys. Second period, 3-2. Okay, they get 1, but we get 2. Evander Kane starts out the scoring in the second with 5 minutes into the second. But then Brandon Gormley, really close up with a deflection, and Vladimir Tarasenko on a slap shot past Peterson-Wentzel. So we got a 1-goal lead going into the third. We're definitely out shooting them, 24-14. Come on, Kari Lehtinen, step up your game. 12 saves on 14 shots. Got to do better than that. So here we go. Third period. Come on, guys. Get another goal here to back up Kari Lehtinen. There we go. Power play goal for Patrick Kane. Kaner, baby. All right, come on. We should have the routine in place. Come on. Hold it down, Kari. Hold it down, boys. Hold it down. There we go. Good third period, Kari Lehtinen. Very good period. Patrick Kane gets the power play goal. And we win that game 4-2 over the Jets. We definitely outplayed them that game. Definitely deserved to win that game. So very good there. 3 stars. Tarasenko had 2, 2, and 2 from Huberdeau and Kane. So there we go. That was a very good win. And going up to the final game of the regular season for the Dallas Stars, up against the Columbus Blue Jackets. So we'll check out the stats, the team standings. So you gotta love this time of the year. The Stars could win the division with 1 more win, and the playoffs are right around the corner. So there we go. Hockey analyst guy just letting us know up to date. And here, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. So starting goalies in tonight's game will be Helenius for the Blue Jackets and Kari Lehtinen for the Stars. So game 1, and you gotta love this time of year. The Stars could win the division with 1 more win, and the playoffs are right around the corner. So it's probably Chicago probably won that game or won a game or didn't have a game. Yeah, we're still tied with them. So whatever this hockey analyst guy is saying, if we win this game against the Blue Jackets, we win the division. So I'm looking to get at least 1 point out of this game. So here we go, guys. Big game here. Division is on the line. Beat the Blue Jackets, win the division, go into the playoffs. So here we go. Big game. Let's play our heart, not play our hearts out, but I mean just play hard, I guess. Division's on the line. Here we go. Against the Columbus Blue Jackets, and we're at home, guys. Come on, let's give our home fans something to cheer about. Let's bring a division home to Dallas. So here we go. First period. Okay, nothing. Shot 6 to 8 for shots. All right, not bad, not bad. Come on, guys. Big second period here. Come on. Second period. Okay, 1-1. Sagan starts out the scoring. Goal pass to Lance, but then Jack Johnson gets a wrist shot from near the blue line to tie it at 1. All right, so shots are pretty close. This is a pretty close game here. So here we go. It's going to come down to the third period. Here we go. Here we go, guys. Come on. Somebody step up. Out. Power play. Good penalty kill, boys. Good penalty kill. All right, come on. Out. Penalty kill again. Oh, my God. It's a really long one. Jesus. Who took that? Oh, Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, there's an empty netter for Sagan. Nicely done. And the Dallas Stars win the Central Division. Oh, my God. What a clutch goal there. Kane knows definitely a lot about clutch goals, and yeah, that goal looks, the placement of that goal looks kind of familiar, doesn't it, Flyers fans? I know, I'm a Flyers fan too. God damn it, Kane. God damn it. But whatever. It's not on Michael Layton, so I really couldn't give a shit. It's on Hellenis. So Kane gets his signature goal. Sagan taps home an empty netter. And the Dallas Stars win this game 3-1 and win the Central Division. Nicely done, guys. Nicely done. Kane from Sagan, Sagan from Kane. Nicely done. Those guys worked pretty well this game. I think each of them had 3 points. Yep. Patrick Kane and Tyler Sagan each with 3 points. And Kari Lehtinen only let up 1 goal. Nicely done, guys. Very, very nicely done. So the Dallas Stars win the division. Time to celebrate as the Stars have clinched first place in the division. Hashtag playoffs, baby. Here we go. That is what I am talking about. So I think there's still a couple more games still left here. But, yeah, there's still a couple more games here. Flyers definitely dominated this year, so there we go. I think Chicago was had no more games left in hand, but even if they do, I think if they get a win, I think we had the season series over the Blackhawks regardless. So we get the first seed, I think, for our side of the bracket, which is good. So the first seed for us, probably going to be playing, who does it look like we're going to be playing? Not sure. I think if I know this right. So it looks like the extra playoff teams are going to be Phoenix and possibly either Calgary or Edmonton, because it's the top 3 and the top 3, and then it's the top 2 teams that are still left. So that would be probably Phoenix and then Calgary or Edmonton. So I think we play. If I'm trying to figure out the division right, I think we play Calgary. If I'm correct, because maybe San Jose would play Calgary, we get Phoenix. I think that might be how it works. Yeah, because then Phoenix might get put into our division, and then Calgary. I don't know how the hell it works. Whatever. I think we either have the Phoenix Coyotes or the Calgary Flames or Edmonton Oilers in the first round of the playoffs. So let's check out all our team stats, and then we'll check out like the NHL stats after the season is over. Or do we want to end the season now and then just look at the stats later? Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll look at the stats later. So just gotta get ourselves to the playoffs. And yep, the Phoenix Coyotes are our first round opponent in the year 3 playoffs. Okay, so let's check out all the stats for the regular season. Check out everything here. So nice run to the end there. I definitely think that 9-game winning streak definitely helped us out a lot to get us seventh place in the entire NHL, which is nice, and first place in the Central Division. So goals for per game, 3.10. So over 3 goals per game. Chicago was first place in the NHL. So it might be an interesting little playoff matchup if it comes down to the Western Conference Finals, going up against the Chicago Blackhawks, maybe against Sagan again, Ben against Kane, who knows? But still, 3.10, definitely much better improvement. Goals against per game, still had trouble with that this year. We still letting a little bit way too many goals, 2.65, 16th in the entire NHL. But you know, we just basically had shootouts against people again with every other game. It was just we scored more goals than you did, so we won the game. Power play, 18.7%. Power play didn't do too hot this year. I don't know why. We had amazing people on the power play. And the penalty kill, 82.4%. So it's kind of stayed that way the entire year. So Backus, I mean, he did help improve it when we put him on it, but it kind of just stayed that way throughout the rest of the year. And going into the playoffs, we are 8-2, 26-9 and 6 on at home, 17, 18 and 6 on the road. So we were a minus team on the road, but a very good team at home this year. So we're very kind to our home fans this year for sure. So 8-2 in the last 10, looking pretty good going into the playoffs, especially with 2 wins on the 2-game win streak going into the playoffs. So player stats for the season. Let's take a look at this. All right. So the Phoenix Coyotes. I know too much about these. Oh, I just noticed that Gormley going up against his old team. All right. Oh, Gormley and Petrie. Oh, that should definitely be interesting. So, point totals for the forwards. So there we go. Patrick Kane, 90-point season for Patrick Kane. Didn't get the 40 goals I wanted him to get, but he got pretty close. 37 goals, 53 assists, 90 points for Patrick Kane. Definitely had a better year than last year. Last year he only had 70 points, got back up to his usual 90-point season, so that's really good. Plus 14. 37 goals, 40 goals. He's had 3 straight years of almost getting 40-goal seasons. I'll give him the 40 goals. I'll give him the 3 extra ones. Why not? Good year for Kane. Huberdeau and Seguin both had pretty good years as well. 78 for Huberdeau, 77 for Tyler Seguin. So pretty good year for both of those guys on the first line. Very good. David Backes, 63 points. Most of those points probably came from Chicago anyway. We got him when he was close to 40, so he got 20. Well, it's actually not that. It's not that bad. We had like 20 games left to play, and he almost got basically 20 points. So he was pretty much a point a game. Pretty close to a point a game player when he joined the Dallas Stars. So that's pretty good for Backus. Tarasenko and Hagelin kind of underachieved this year. I wanted them to get more towards 60. They got almost to. They didn't even hit 50, but they got pretty close. Tarasenko with 48, Hagelin with 47. So that's not that bad. I mean, the 50-point season for a second liner is still pretty good, but I want him to get a little bit better for next year. Peverley had 31. Ferguson had 28. That's pretty good for a fourth line player and a penalty killer. Almost 30 points for fourth line time for Austin Ferguson. Definitely very good impression for his first year in the NHL, and he's gonna get his first year in the NHL, and he's gonna get playoff time. So there we go. Eakin had 27. This guy is not kind of turning out to be the second liner that we wanted him to be. I think he's going to be transitioning into a third liner for this team. Stoll had 27. Panic had 23. Did have 15 goals, though, so that's not bad. Chasen had 19. Roussel had 13, but he was sitting out for the entire year because David Backes pretty much took your spot on the roster. So that was that. Pluses and minuses. A lot of the forwards were plus players. Ferguson was a -2, Panic was a -2, and Stoll was a -7. Okay, defensemen now. This should be interesting. Okay, so we did have 2 defensemen break 40. So Goligoski did break 40 points. 43 points for Goligoski. 40 for Leddy. 37 for Daly. 31 for Brandon Gormley. 14 for Brendan Dillon. And 5 for Jamie Alexiak. How many did Dillon have last year? 40, yeah. So Gormley might drop this year. So he needs a good playoff run, definitely, to help out his progression. So need to have a deep playoff run with Brandon Gormley if we want to save his progression out. So that's not bad. Up, and I want to go to the Red Wings, and everybody was a plus player except for Alexiak, -1. That's not bad. I'll give him the plus there. Take a plus off of somebody else and give it to him. So he broke even, so not bad. And goaltenders. It's still not the best goals against average, but Kari Lehtinen just seems to get the wins. 36, 21, and 4. Basically 91.41 save percentage, 91.09 for Eddie Lack. He definitely turned it around, though. He finally got a winning record, 7, 6, and 2. He went on a 4-game winning streak when Kari Lehtinen started to lose some games there. So he definitely bailed him out, gave Kari Lehtinen a good break. And there we go. Gave him 67 starts this year, almost a 70-20 split for our goaltenders. So not bad. Not bad as we go into the playoffs. How is the AHL team doing? 42, 19, and 11. Absolutely beastly. They are in second in the Western Conference. How many games do they still have left? 2 more games. No, 4 more games, actually. Against two opponents. Against Rockford. Those Rockford games might be important. And these 4 games here are actually pretty important for the Stars to do. So let's check out just points really quickly for these guys. Save percentage, Dansk is third for both save percentage and goals against average. Look at that goals against average, 1.82. Dear God, that's scary. Points, anybody up there? Texas, anybody up there for Texas? No, a lot. Portland players, my goodness. Portland, Dolphin, Klinkhammer. That must be Phoenix's. Yeah, that's Phoenix's AHL team. They have a lot of players with a lot of points on that team. Keith Kincaid. Anthony will be happy about that one. Dansk and Svedberg. Goals, are we up there? Nope. Assists, are we up there? Nope. And there we go. Okay, so nobody's leading anything for AHL team, but that's fine. They're going to make the playoffs, hopefully. And let's just check out the playoff tree to end off this video for the NHL and see how it looks. Okay, so in the Eastern Conference, it looks like we got Toronto versus Boston, Tampa Bay versus Ottawa, Philadelphia versus Buffalo, and New York versus the Islanders versus the Rangers. And in the West, it looks like, so Calgary looks like they did flop at the end of the season, and Edmonton did beat them out for that one of those final playoff spots. So it's San Jose versus Edmonton, LA versus Anaheim, Dallas Stars versus Phoenix, and the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Nashville Predators. So we made it back to the playoffs, but we're a much better team than last year. We didn't have no magical run at the end of the season. Even though we did have another kind of good win streak, we had a pretty good team from the start out, and now I think we have a pretty good team on our hands in Dallas, and we do have home ice advantage in the first round we do have home ice advantage for the entire playoffs, unless we take on the San Jose Sharks. Then we in the conference finals. Then we probably don't have home ice advantage against those guys. But we do have home ice advantage for the first 2 rounds of these playoffs if we do make it to the second round. So playoffs are coming up next against a very familiar opponent that I'm very familiar with taking on in GM modes, the good old Phoenix Coyotes. So round 1 of the Year 3 playoffs are coming up next, guys. Like the video, always leave a like, comment, and subscribe as always. And playoffs coming up next.